Hey guys, it's Castro72 and I'm here with my November 2011 thrift store pickups. It wasn't a big month for retro type games. I mean, I got a lot of like neo-classical games, but not like the old school NES, Sega Master System type stuff. But I'll share with you what I got. I got some new games. I went to Target, where I work, and I actually found a game on clearance. It's a Contra 4 for the Nintendo DS. This I got for $4.48. Haven't played yet, still new, wrapped. And I also got, from Best Buy, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for $39.99. Again, I haven't played it yet. I have the first one, and now I'm going to try Ultimate. I think Phoenix Wright is in this one, so it should be really interesting to play with him. I want to try him out. So I got that, and that's for the PS3. You know, I had to really decide whether I wanted it for PS3 or Xbox 360, but most of my friends were like on PS3, and I think I prefer the controller more for fighters on PS3 than the Xbox. I mean, for the Xbox, I bought that Capcom fighting pad, which is really nice, but nothing beats the PS3 controller for fighting games. I mean, except for maybe like an arcade stick, but I suck on those. Anyway, moving on. I also went to GameStop where I got a majority of my pickups. I got Otomedius Excellent, a new game for the Xbox 360. Now this game is made by Konami, and it's sort of like I guess a parody of the Gradius games. You know, if you've ever played those shooters. I guess it's like they kind of mock all the shooting games that Konami's made, like Twin Bee and actually maybe even Paradius, which in itself was a parody type shooter. And they say, I don't know, there's something about this game I think that's supposedly kind of kinky. I don't know, I think it's because of the girls, the anime girls or something. I read about it on the internet, but I don't know anything about that. All I know is that I like shooters, and I'm so glad that this came out in the United States on the Xbox 360. So I got this for $49.99, hoping it's a collector's type item in the future. I also got King of the Fighters 13. The King of the Fighters 13 with the bonus 4 CD soundtrack. It's for the PS3. Again, I chose PS3 over Xbox 360. It's just because it's a fighter. I like both systems, actually. And I actually enjoy Xbox Live a little more than the PS3 network. But anyway, I won't get into that. Either way, I just try to say I like both Xbox 360 and PS3. So, okay, I'm not a hater, and I like Wii too. Next, I got Home Run King from GameStop. It's a GameCube game. It's a Sega baseball game. It looked kind of arcadey. You know, it was $2.69. You know, obviously with my Power Up discount, I wanted to add that to my GameCube collection. And Tube Slider. This is a strange game. I wanted to pick this up long ago, and I'm glad I found it now. But Tube Slider, $2.69 for the GameCube. And look who brought it out. I don't know if you could see that. It says NEC. The TurboGrafx people, man. Well, they're known for more than TurboGrafx. I mean, obviously, they make computers and stuff, and they're really big. But, you know, just seeing that NEC logo on here makes this a pickup for me. I think this is kind of like a F-Zero type game. Not as good though. Tube Slider. Funny. I also got World Heroes Anthology. This I got for $6.29. It's for the PS2. I actually own this game already. I got it when, of course, you know, I'm a retro gamer. I bought it when it first came out. But I got this used copy so I could bring it to work because my friends at work really like to play fighting games, and I don't like to bring my original stuff. You know, I like to. I'll buy a used game and bring it there because those guys are kind of rough with the equipment. But if you guys are watching it, you know, I love playing with you guys. Anyway, let's see, what else did I get? Oh, a lot of Game Boy Advance games. I got Puyo Pop for $2.69 for the Game Boy Advance. If you guys are familiar with Kirby's Avalanche, or that was on the Super Nintendo, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on the Genesis, this is the game originator. I think this is Puyo Pop is the original. Hot Potato. I got this Game Boy Advance game for $1.79. And the funny thing is, I saw this game at the GameStop and I was like, I wonder what that's about. So I'm like on my smartphone, Googling it, and I picked it up because a lot of people said it was good. And it's like, I've never even heard of it. So supposedly it's great. I don't know, guys. Look out for this one, especially if it's super cheap. Then I got Blender Brothers. Blender Brothers for the Game Boy Advance, $3.59. Now, I don't know who, I think Hudson Soft made this game. I'm not too sure, but I'm hoping it's kind of like Adventure Island-like. Not sure. I'll probably be disappointed. It probably isn't. Gem Fighters, Gem Smashers, $2.69. I think it's a puzzle game for the Game Boy Advance. And after buying both Gem Smashers and Blender Brothers, I got Bomberman Tournament free, which was originally $2.99. It might be kind of sucky because it'll be single player on my my GameCube, Game Boy. What do you call it? Game Boy player on my GameCube. It'll just be like one player. I really don't hook up with anyone on the little Game Boy Advance. Nobody plays Game Boy Advance anyway. Next, I got a weird game brought up by Titus called Virtual Kasparov. Virtual Kasparov. And I got it for $1.79. And I had to, again, I was Googling, and I found out this was a chess game. And I know Titus games kind of get rare in the future, so I picked it up. It was cheap. And I also got Tiny Toons Wacky Stackers. Got this for $2.69, which I hear is pretty decent. It's kind of like Puyo Pop or Puyo Puyo. And for buying those two, the Tiny Toons game and the Virtual Kasparov, I got Lady Sia free, which was normally $1.99. I think this was like one of the launch games for the Game Boy Advance. I'm not sure, but it was an early release. Hopefully it's good. I think it's like a side-scroller game. Next, I got stuff from the Brown Elephant. I got Harvest Moon for the GameCube, which was $3. Complete. It's called, Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. I'll be honest, I have always good intentions with Harvest Moon. I always say I'm gonna, I've got a couple of them. I got one on the Super Nintendo. I think I have one on the Game Boy original, and I always say I'm going to complete it, and I never really do. I don't know, I won't lie to you, I probably won't complete it, but I find these kind of interesting. I just don't know why I can never finish it to the end. And and here's my first real retro game that I also got from Brown Elephant. And unfortunately, it's a sucky game. It's hard driving for the Sega Genesis. Rarity 2, valued at $4. I got it for $2. I heard this is horrendous. At least it's complete with instructions in box. And last but not least, I went to the Disc Replay store and I found 2 Genesis games, 2 of which are pretty cheap. Side Pocket, Rarity 4, valued at $10. I'm surprised. $10 probably would include the case, so it's probably worth only $5 as just the cartridge. But I think this is the same one as the NES game. Anyway, I got this for 99 cents. And the last, but essentially not least, Barkley Shut Up and Jam, Rarity 1, valued at $1. I got it for 99 cents. I saved a penny. And this, I mean, just the name alone, Barkley Shut Up and Jam, just lends itself to comedic situations, I'm sure. Anyway, I'll try it out. By Accolade, 99 cents. Anyway, guys, that's what I got for November. I gotta do my December pickups. Happy gaming.